Welcome back to the Kaspa Silver YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to be covering some news topics for Kaspa. There's a ton of things to get into, so let's just get straight into it. To start off, we're going to just take a look at the price chart right now. And currently, Kaspa has just been consolidating, which is actually super good at these levels because you could see here that we just have a ton of consolidation in this area back in May, April area. So we're kind of in the same spot again, kind of just trying to hold this level. We do not want to fall below, because if we do fall below, we could possibly go back to, 2-3 area, even possibly under 2 cents if some kind of like black swan event or catalyst event happens that causes negativity in the markets, and it could force us down. But other than that, we are consolidating pretty well. It looks like the stochastic RSI is resetting, so that's pretty interesting to see whenever these are going to cross upwards again. And then on the RSI, we're not right now oversold or overbought at all right now. We're close, but just we're not quite there yet. If we're looking on the weekly chart though, the weekly chart looks very interesting. On the stochastic RSI, it looks like we're just getting started. Like, this is pretty much a recovery from the bottoms of the stochastic RSI. And then on the normal RSI here, it didn't drop that low. It went to 50 on the weekly, and now we are at 59, and we still haven't had the cross yet. It's super close, about a cross. And usually this is like trend changes when these kind of cross towards the upside. We can kind of expect that we're going to have a little bit of a run now. And on the weekly, it looks like we're just kind of getting started. But really, these are not the only indicators you should be looking at. There are other indicators such as market sentiment that is very huge for Kaspa, and the narrative is really strong right now for Kaspa. So, those go into factor. And also the fact that Kaspa supply is always increasing, and then you have miners who sometimes want to sell. So there's just a lot of other things that could play into just strictly trying to do TA and figuring out where the price is going to go in the short term. Personally, I don't really care too much about the short-term price action. I'm here for the long term, and I usually invest every single week, just one time a week, and I kind of just don't think about it. I just keep investing for the long term because that's where I see this project going, is a long-term play. So now let's get into the news. So to start, we have a huge update of the 10 blocks per second on testnet from Shy. He was giving us updates every single day, which was actually really amazing to get something like that for a project to actually show us that things are being done and things are actually working. So let's go ahead and get into this. So hello everyone, I'm glad to update that the first phase of the 10 blocks per second experiment is concluded. A few days of surprisingly smooth sailing has allowed Rust devs to 1. Locate and eliminate noise, including bugs, and 2. Understanding what are the most pressing issues that need to be addressed to have a healthier 10 blocks per second network. Addressing these issues will take a few days, during which the network will be shut down. I want to stress that we all feel like the first phase has passed with flying colors. Testnet conditions are much rougher than mainnet due to much higher transaction load, much less stable hash rates, small number of public nodes, etc. And yet, despite some performance hiccups, nodes were able to run continuously. This is a clear indication that the overall goal has been accomplished, and we are now perfecting an already existing solution. The three main issues that are now the priority are refactoring the mempool. The mempool is the component that stores transactions while they are waiting to be included in blocks. Currently, the mempool is monolithic, which means that whenever one part of the code is accessing the mempool, the other components have to wait, causing lag in some data flows. In particular, it has been observed to sporadically slow down block template creation needed for mining by as much as 10 seconds. Refactoring the mempool for better parallelism will naturally be handled by the mempool guy, this dude right here. Unfortunately, Ethereum is also our KGI guy, so this means we'll have to wait a bit longer before seeing pretty animated 10 blocks per second DAGs. Man, pruning starvation. As I explained in the previous update, the pruning process is starved by the high loads of processing 10 blocks per second. This might simply be resolved automatically by tightening other components, but a redesign of pruning priority might also be in order. Better IBD. This issue is not as urgent as the other ones, but it's important for a healthy network in the long run. I am pointing it out here mostly because it is a great entry point for developers who want to join the effort. Essentially, when a node syncs, it obtains all information from one fixed peer. This creates pressure on public nodes as well as causing slow sync in case the connection with the syncer node is slow for some reason. We want someone to refactor the IBD process to obtain data from several peers simultaneously. Doing so requires considerable know-how in P2P networks as well as familiarity with Rust. However, this is a project that can be tackled without deep understanding of GhostTag and the consensus layer and is thus ideal for experienced programmers who want to dip into Kaspa. If this strikes you as appealing, do come and introduce yourself in the development channel on the Discord server. So yeah, a lot of improvements coming for the 10 blocks per second on Rust, but also a lot of promising things going on here. We're seeing that 10 blocks per second is pretty much successful. Nodes were able to run continuously, which is good. So now more testing is going to go on. And we do know that Shai did say that this won't fully be completed and put on mainnet in at least 6 months from now. So it probably couldn't even be more than that. So just remember, you got to be patient. This is not on mainnet. This is only on testnet. Let's get into some partnerships that Kaspa has been getting for payments. So we have a partnership with Now Payments. Now Payments is the leading crypto payment gateway allowing all kinds of e-commerce to accept crypto as payment or donation globally. The service has 70 plus cryptos and fiat conversions available. It is fully non-custodial, doesn't hold any limits, and has the most competitive fees on the market. Whether you want to accept payments in crypto for your business or crypto donations for your project or conduct mass payouts, Now Payment is here for you and ready to come up with a customized decision made specifically for you and perfect your needs. So there you have it. Kaspa is now integrated with Now Payments, which allows other e-commerce stores or whatever to accept Kaspa as payment. So Kaspa is being adopted more and more. These partnerships are really not that big of a deal. It's nothing to like throw your money in and get all FOMO about it because many things have partnerships. Many cryptocurrencies get partnerships. It's pretty normal for adoption, and it's just good that it is happening because it does show that Kaspa is being adopted. Next is a really interesting video of someone comparing using a normal credit card and a credit card machine and a CAS transaction going through. So let's go ahead and take a look at this video real quick here. All right, so here he started the countdown for a transaction with a Bank of America debit card, and he's still waiting. MasterCard takes about 13 seconds. Now he's about to test Kaspa sending a transaction from one person to another person, and we're gonna see how long it takes. And the timer starts now. And you could see that right when he clicked it, it was already pending on the other wallet, like instantly. And it took 7 seconds. 7 seconds for that transaction to go through. And like I said, when he clicked, let me go back a little bit here. Right when he clicks to send, look how it already says pending on the other wallet. Boom, like it's instant pending. And it took 7 seconds, not even 10 seconds. It took 7 seconds for it to be confirmed. So really, really interesting stuff and crazy what Kaspa was able to do as a proof of work, proving that, trying to make proof of work great again. Another partnership here, not really a partnership, but more just a listing. This is on ChangeNOW. Kaspa now has ChangeNOW. This is a crypto swap similar to StealthX, where you send your crypto to the website and then or to their company or whatever, and the algorithms go in the back end and find the best rate for you, convert the cryptocurrency you sent, and convert it directly into Kaspa right into your wallet. And I have not personally tried this at all yet, but it is similar to StealthX. I just want to give a tip. If you do want to use these kind of swap exchanges where there's not really any account creation necessary, it's just simply sending your crypto to the website when they ask for it, I recommend using XLM. XLM is a very good cryptocurrency so that you get the fastest transaction times and the cheapest fees. I use XLM to like move between exchanges because usually XLM only needs 1 block confirmation times. So you can really be moving around your crypto pretty fast without having to actually wait for like crazy amount of confirmation times. XLM is really good as a swap kind of currency to get into other more valuable currencies. All right, next is another partnership with the SEX and DEX aggregator. So basically, it's similar again to StealthX, but this is RocketX. And so basically here you can just also connect a wallet. This one requires you actually connecting a wallet, and it's not similar to just sending your currency to the platform. It's more you have to connect it using Wallet Connect. And then personally, I wouldn't use this one because I don't have any crypto that I have just sitting around that I can use Wallet Connect to, that would want to transfer from. And also, they don't really have a lot of currencies on here. These are the currencies that they allow you to buy and then transfer into something else. But yeah, I personally would not want to be using Bitcoin to transfer into anything. They don't have XLM. So that's like a problem to me that they don't have XLM, because that's usually like the cheapest one. But I personally have not tested this, and I probably won't, because currently using these swaps look like a little bit easier for myself. So lastly, I want to end off on a very interesting video about staking for Ethereum. So it says Vitalik with more concerning comments regarding Ethereum. I'll link the one from a few weeks ago at ETH Prague below. It's time to just switch that ETH for CAS. It's once in a lifetime chance to ride a coin to the top 10. Caspa's that coin in my opinion. So let's go ahead and hear what Vitalik says about staking.
Probably the biggest reason why I personally am not like just staking all of my ETH and I'm instead like staking a fairly small portion is because if you stake your ETH, it has to be on like the keys that access it have to be public on some system that's online, and like for safety, it has to be a multi-sig, and multi-sigs for staking are still fairly difficult to set up, and it gets complicated in a bunch of ways.
So Vitalik says that he's not staking all of his Ethereum because basically it's not even safe to do so because your keys are exposed. And if you want to do it safely, you have to do multi-sig, but multi-sig is too hard to do. And if Vitalik doesn't even want to do it, imagine an everyday average user trying to do it. They probably wouldn't do it either. So essentially, this just makes ETH have so many more problems. And this is again coming, this is another clip coming from an actual programmer and his reason for why not staking. And listening after I heard this is really, really interesting what he says here.
Actually, just to, personally, I'm staking actually a little bit less than the average. So there you go.
What's the incentive? Why aren't you staking all of your ether? Like, why haven't you just aped all the way in?
I think part of the reason is that when you make the sausage, you know how it's made. And there's a bunch of tail risk, that is difficult to quantify.
Okay, so literally this is a programmer for Ethereum, and he literally just says when you work in software, you kind of know how these things work, and that's why I'm not staking on my Ethereum. Basically, just saying like there's like Ethereum's compromised, like there's security issues with it. These people who know what they're doing, Vitalik especially, know that staking Ethereum is not even a safe thing to do. And they're literally openly saying that, yeah, it's a problem, and they just kind of laugh it off. I'm sorry, but a currency like that, I don't trust Ethereum at all because of this. More things just keep coming out that Vitalik is saying. He's being very open about. So, this isn't me trying to tell you to just sell all your bags of Ethereum, buy Kaspa. It's not really the point, but, I just like to see all points of views for both sides of the spectrum. Like, even if there was negative outlooks on Kaspa, I want to see it. The sad thing is, I don't really see it that much at all. In fact, I kind of want to show you this real quick, what happened today. So earlier today, all right, so as I was saying that usually I like to look at negative views on both sides of the spectrum, not only for other currencies, but also for Kaspa, just to know if my investment is a good investment to be in. And so the problem is, anytime someone tries to criticize Kaspa, they never give reasons. They just say a statement and leave it like that. So this guy, Invest Answers on Twitter, had this Ethereum versus Solana kind of debate kind of thing, whatever. So this person says, I was muted by a moderator during your live stream because I was commenting on why Caspa is superior to Solana. What kind of channel has this turned into? I thought you were pro free speech and pro data driven analysis. This guy replies and says, Kaspa is a scam. I'm sorry to say. All of our 69 data points suggest as much. Now, I have no idea what he meant by his data points, and I don't know if he's trolling, if he was for real. Regardless if he was trolling or for real, he called Kaspa a scam here. And later, I decided to respond to that and just simply say that your ETH white paper has the founder of Kaspa name in it for a reason, ... And he actually ended up deleting the Kaspa as a scam tweet because a lot of people started going after him after he said that. Because these people, they call Kaspa a scam and they never have any facts to why it is a scam. You know, if you really are against Kaspa, I would love to see like an actual factual based video of why Kaspa is like bad or something like that. Like, give me something a little bit, just at least a little bit of evidence, but it's very, very hard to find anywhere on YouTube. And if you do find it, it's easily debunked most of the time because, like I said in one of my earlier tweets today, I said Kaspa is so legit that in a world of a bunch of crypto scams, people think Kaspa is a scam because it's just so legit that there's no way it could be that legit, so it has to be a scam. So it's funny to me, and you know, we'll see what happens in the future. You know, nothing is really guaranteed, but Casper just has a ton of things going for it that I am really excited about. So lastly, if you guys have not gotten your Tangem hardware wallet, this allows you to hold your Casper offline away from exchanges and actually allow you to have 24/7 easy access because this wallet is a card and it connects to your phone, which then allows you to simply put the card in your wallet itself, and you can walk around anywhere and have secure 24 access to your wallet. And currently, if you use my code Kaspa Silver at the checkout, you guys could get a pack of 3 cards for just $50 or a pack of 2 cards for $40. So I have a couple videos explaining the Tangem hardware wallet if you want to know a little bit more about this. But I just want to say, if you order them now, you will not get any of these delivered to you until after July 25th. People have been ordering these like crazy. So if you buy any orders after June 20th, no deliveries will start until after July 25th. So, you know, if you really are looking to get this, now is the time, because I'm pretty sure if you keep waiting, they're going to move that delivery date to a further date, and then you're going to have to wait like a whole another month. And if you do really want to get somewhere to hold your cryptocurrency offline from exchanges, because it is not a safe place to hold your cryptocurrency, you know, Tangem is a really good alternative for that. Also, if you're interested in the OneKey wallet, I have a link down below for that. Also have a video on that on my channel. You can just look that up. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and leave a like on the video if you did, and also subscribe to the channel if you guys are new around here. And as always, don't be average, be different.